Hi guys, so I'm back with a video and I wanted to film a very simple curly girl method tutorial of what I do when I want something that's gonna be quick. You can substitute the diffusing part for just air drying. That's usually what I do when I wash in the week when I'm working. So I will do everything that I do the same way, except for instead of diffusing, I will just air dry, and usually I'll root clip my hair and just drive with the root clips in, take them out before I go into work, and just air dry the rest of the day. But I'll show you guys what my hair looks like. And since I'm almost a year in, I'm pretty much at a point where my hair looks pretty similar every time I wash. So really, whether I use one product or 3 products, my hair looks pretty similar, with the exception of when I use more products, I get more definition, longer results, so I can get like 3 or 4 days out of my hair without having to refresh it. And as you can see, there's still a little bit of frizz, and the definition is definitely there, but it's not as defined as, like, say in my last tutorial where I did all of the products from Curl. I did use Bouncecurl today, but you can use whatever you have: a sulfate-free cleanser, a silicone-free conditioner, and then a gel. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I did it. But I just want to let you guys know, thank you to all of my new subscribers. I know that a lot of you did come from Susie's page, and since she did mention a comment that someone made on one of my videos, thank you for all of the encouraging comments. But really, someone posting that my hair is not curly really doesn't offend me. My hair is obviously wavy, and I understand where that's coming from, but really I don't need you guys to like stand up for me or like come to my defense, because it really doesn't offend me and it doesn't bother me. So don't worry about the comments that other people leave. I just follow the curly girl method because I know that it's the best thing for my hair and my hair type. And also I wanted to note that you guys can rinse out your conditioner completely. It actually says in Lorraine Massey's book for wavy hair to rinse out completely because it can weigh down your hair. I will say that I have coarse hair. I also have colored hair, so it's a little bit damaged. And because my hair is very thick and dense, I can get away with leaving a little bit of the conditioner in. So just 3 products today: a cleanser, conditioner, and gel. And welcome to my shower. This is day 3 hair. I'm gonna cleanse and condition it in the shower, and then I'm going to pop it into my microfiber towel. It looks like this. This one I got at like TJ Maxx or something like that. I also have a Turby Twist, which works in the same way. So basically I put it in this, and I like it because it has an elastic, so it catches any water that would like come down my back or like on my face or anything. So I put my hair into this shower cap after I get out of the shower, and then I will style my hair out of the shower just so I can see what I'm doing. I used to do it in the shower, but then I noticed that I started getting a lot of acne around my jawline and on my cheeks, just because the products that I was using, obviously most curly hair products do have oils in them, and some, if you choose to use them, have butter in them. So I was using stuff like that, and it was making me break out a lot. So I stopped applying stylers in the shower, and so now I will hop out of the shower and just do it in front of my sink. So I'll show you guys that, but first I'm going to cleanse my scalp with the Bouncecurl clarifying shampoo, and I'm just using this one for the sake of the video, but you can use obviously whichever sulfate-free cleanser you have, or co-wash. And I'm using the Bouncecurl cream conditioner for this as well. And just for the sake of keeping it within the same line and the same brand, I'm using the Bouncecurl Light Cream Gel for it today. And I'm only using one styler, and I'm going to see how my hair feels once I cleanse and condition it to see if I'm actually going to leave any of the conditioner in my hair. And you can do the same. You don't always have to rinse all of your conditioner out if you don't want to. I'm not using a leave-in today, so that's why I want to leave a little bit of moisture in my hair, just because I live in the desert and it's getting really hot outside. So let's get started. guys. So now that I'm out of the shower, I just did my skincare, I put a shirt on, and then I'm gonna take my hair out of the towel. And as you can see, my hair is not really that frizzy, honestly. But also it's kind of already clumped together, and it's like curl families, I guess you can call them. And it's pretty wet right now, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take one of my flour sack towels, and I use these because they're super cheap. They're like $4 at Walmart. And then I'm just gonna scrunch the water out of my hair, or as much as I can get out. And I am being pretty gentle, but I'm also being pretty firm. So like when I grab the towel, the hair in the towel, I squeeze it out to get like the water out. Okay, so once I have as much water that I can get out with the towel, I will then add my gel or my styler. If I'm using a cream, or if I'm using mousse, I will apply it at this point. The thing about taking the water out of your hair is so that your hair doesn't get weighed down, but also so that it doesn't take forever to dry. For me, my hair takes a really long time to dry. It holds a lot of water, so I'm not too worried if it's like frizzy or anything, because if I leave too much water in my hair, it's gonna get weighed down. So I'm using gel today, and I'm just going to flip my head over. I'm going to glaze the gel on and then scrunch my hair. So I'll show you guys. Oh, this one always gets stuck. Huh. I'm using about that much. I'm going to emulsify it in my hands. Flip my head over. I'm just smoothing it over. That much. The reason that I'm smoothing my head over and from side to side is to get my hair off of my roots. And I'm just going to gently scrunch my hair. And I'm just going to scrunch it with a different flour sack towel that's dry. Okay, so now I'm going to shake my head back to get my hair off of my scalp, and I am going to root clip. So at this point you can choose to root clip all the way back. If you have bangs, I highly suggest that. I'm gonna actually flip it to the side because my bangs are growing out. They're about this long now, so they would be really in my face if I let them go towards the front. If you want to see how I clip my bangs though, I do have a previous video that shows you exactly how I did my hair once I had bangs. And you can apply the same type of situation here, but just in the bangs situation. And then if there's any pieces where you see that they're just like not curling, you can encourage them, just finger coil them a little bit, just like that. So I'm going to choose where my part's going to be, which is usually around here, and I am just going to clip my roots. And what I do is I clip my roots parallel to my scalp. So I'm just going to lift a little piece here and just clip it like that. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like this, and then actually I'm going to clip a little bit on the sides too. And I am also getting it out of my face because I'm going to put a little bit of makeup on. So once it's clipped, I'm going to air dry. I actually don't diffuse from wet to dry because it takes way too long and I just don't have time for that. But I am going to let my hair air dry for just a little bit while I put my makeup on and whatever, and then I'll come back and diffuse. I will be back. Alright guys, so I'm back. It's been about an hour since I applied the styling products to my hair, so I'm just gonna take the clips out. You want to be very careful. Do as I say, not as I do. Okay, so for the sake of the video, I am going to use my Xtava Diffuser because I think it's quicker. Hold on, my blow dryer just almost broke. So I'm going to use my Xtava Diffuser, and then I'm going to use it's a GDP hair dryer from Sally's. So first I dry my roots, and I do with the claw lift up my roots and make sure to get my roots really dry before I actually dry the lengths of my hair. So I will do that and I'll show you guys what it looks like. I am, before I diffuse, gonna add a little bit more Bouncecurl gel, just add a little bit more hold, and I'm just gonna graze that over and scrunch it in. I'm not adding a super ton of it, it's just a little bit. Sometimes I will mix this with water if my hair has dried too much, but right now it's fine. And if you air dry, at this point you would finish air drying. What's that? I'm gonna diffuse. So So once you are comfortable with where it's at as far as dryness, you can either choose to let the cast set for a while, which I'm probably going to be doing, just because it's not quite 100% dry, but honestly I just don't have the patience to dry it any longer. It's been about 8 minutes and I just can't dry my hair for longer than that. It's just too much. But as you can see, my hair is pretty dry. It's like 90% dry, maybe like 80% in the back. It just takes forever to dry. So I'm gonna let it settle for a little bit, let the cast set and dry completely, and then I'm gonna come back and show you guys how I fill up my hair to kind of give it a little bit of oomph, and I will show you guys the finished product. Alright guys, so now that my hair has kind of cooled down, it's still a little bit damp, but I don't really care about frizz too much. So I'm going to just fluff it, and I'm just going to use my hands. And I do shake out the roots. And since I can tell that the top of my hair is a little bit flat, I am going to just root clip one more time, just to kind of get my roots a little bit off my scalp. And I'm just gonna do the same thing that I did earlier. And I'm just gonna hang out like this for maybe like 5 minutes. Okay, so now I'm gonna take out the clips. It's been about 15 minutes. I've just been lounging around at home. And just fluff it a little bit more. And that's it.